Guys, we've heard of too many people losing their money on scams, getting unnecessary fines and food poisoning in Thailand. So let's make sure that that doesn't happen to you. So here are 5 tips to keep you out of trouble. Also, in the end of this video, we have one bonus tip for the more relaxed traveler. So make sure to watch until the end. And this might sound a bit funny, but do not subscribe right now. But if we help you in any way, then please help us by hitting that subscribe button. Here we go.
So I need to tell you about commission shop and buying gems. What can happen is that you're in a tuk-tuk and all of a sudden you stop at a shop. This is a commission shop. Driver will ask you to have a look inside. You don't have to buy anything. If you do, they'll get a commission. It's pretty harmless. What can cause more harm is when we talk about gems. Because these commission shops can also be gem shops. And you'll get an offer which is too good to be true, and it will be. You'll end up with a gem that is worth next to nothing, and you've paid still a pretty decent amount for it. So be careful for these kind of scams. So I just passed by the anti-money laundering office, and I thought this was going to be an appropriate place to tell you guys about a pretty well-known scam. It's a scam that takes place when you exchange your money. So you exchange your foreign money for Thai baht, and they count it in front of you, tap the money on the table and give it to you. The tapping that takes place, sometimes they just slip away one note and then you end up with less money. So count it.
Yeah, he's laughing at me, but hey, really quick here. I just want to say, please help us to grow. We are a smaller channel and you can do it by subscribing to our channel here. Click on that button under this video. Thank you so much.
Food poisoning. How are you gonna prevent that? It's a tough question, especially if you, like us, want to eat at food stalls, street food. For us, it's a big part of our trip. We'll love it. We can get the best food we think out there. What we do is we check for places where there's a lot of people eating. That way we're sure that the food is not laying there for too long, because when it does, then the chances of you getting food poisoning are getting higher. Check for places that really prepare your food and not reheat it. That's also a good tip. And the last one is check where there's a lot of local people eating. Well, you're probably getting the best food there is then.
In the next part of this video, we're heading into traffic.
As you can see behind me, they are checking drivers of motorbikes for their driver's license. It's important to have your international driver's license with you when you're driving in Thailand, or especially also when you're renting a motorbike. They've been checking more and more, and if you don't have your international driver's license with you, you're gonna get a fine of like 20-25 euros. So better beforehand check how you can get that international license. It shouldn't be that expensive, and just get it. The traffic situation here is famous and still something that you need to be a little bit careful for, especially if you're not used to it. It can be chaotic. There's motorbikes, tuk-tuks, pedestrians, cars, everything is going right through each other. It can be a bit hectic. And the people here also, they anticipate a little bit the chaos. So they I see that Mia is making a run for it, but B has got her. So the people anticipate the chaos. So it's how to say it? It's maybe easier to get around than you think, but still watch out a little bit because it can be chaotic.
Marijuana is now sold basically everywhere in Thailand. Night markets, shops in the streets, and even in fancy shopping malls. It's a misconception that you can smoke it everywhere. This is not the case. There are still laws around it. So if this is your thing, check for the latest regulations online.
That brings us to the end of this video, and I'm really curious, were there any things that you didn't know yet? Does this help you? And even better, what do you think your fellow travelers should be a little bit careful of when they come to Thailand? Leave it in the comments. This way we're helping each other out, being a little bit more safe here. It's a great country to come, and you know, in my experience, it's a safe place. But you know, there are still things that we need to know, that we need to be a little bit careful for. So let's help each other out and stay safe. See you in the next video. Bye.